Good afternoon and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Blackman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Saturday afternoon performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. And if these terms are new to you, we'll explain them throughout the performance. We also have a pick 3 wager in Game 4, the high-paying High Five jackpot that begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee. High Five was hit last night, so it's been refunded. Not refunded, but, refunded at $2,000. That's up for grabs. Once again, that begins in Game 3. And the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot beginning in Game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com. And if you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com, an affiliate of Connecticut Off-Track Betting. Placing bets is not necessary in order to enjoy all we have in store for you today. But if you'd like to, watch and wager or mywinners.com. We have no scratches in today's performance. Diaz is back. He was our short-term scratch. He is back today. He's practicing. Looked good. So we recognize that there's still many of you who are sheltering in place, or you're safer at home. Some of you, of course, are out, perhaps at one of our simulcast wagering partners. Wherever you may be, we hope you are safe and healthy, and we're glad that we're able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 4 p.m. it's time to play Jai-Alai. Hi, Andrew.
Stu, good to be back. Only one session today, 9 games for you. Should be a good one, though. We've had a pretty solid week. Finished off the afternoon a little lower energy, but good play through that middle portion of the day, and should be bringing it back here. That 4 p.m. start usually brings out the best of the play in these guys Saturday, later in the week, so expecting a lot of good stuff coming in to this second-to-last performance of the weekend.
There's no question about it. I had an opportunity to speak with Jedden. We finished off the performance talking about Jedden's play. And, look, light bulbs go off.
Yeah.
And a light bulb went off for him yesterday. That by not being so concerned about killing the point, but rather that by, he said, look, if you don't feel that you can kill them, out-catch them. It's like we say, throw the ball where your opponent's not. The other thing to that is catch one more ball than your opponent.
Right.
And so, based on his increased ability to catch and focus, I think that's what we're going to see more of him.
Yeah.
He said that he saw something new.
I think there was that one point in game 9, might have been against Douglas, where there was a really long rally. The guys were just throwing it back and forth, no one doing anything crazy. And for Jedden, one of the most athletic guys, he can really just take one thought or one shot and translate it, over the course of multiple weeks. And you taught that light bulb went off for him. He's really playing much better. You can see it. He's just more confident. Just a lot more composed when he's out there catching. And, that's really the key. We talk about simplicity all the time, keeping it simple, not, playing outside of your means in any way. And Jedden really doing that, and it's certainly helping him thus far in the season.
Now, there are times where it's important to remind folks that we're in the 3rd year of Magic City Jai-Alai, and that with the exception of 1 or 2 players, actually 3 players, all players were trained from scratch to play here at Magic City. Now, that's rare in the world of Jai-Alai, extremely rare in the world of Jai-Alai, in that most players train for between 3 and 5 years of amateur experience before they're ever given an opportunity to attempt to play professional Jai-Alai. In our case, players were hired by Magic City, trained by Magic City, and played for Magic City. And if you were with us in the very beginning, you know that was a little painful to watch at times. Call it what it is. Our first year was a bit rough, but we got through it. Going into year 2, we saw a significant improvement last year, including the addition of Douglas, who did not have prior professional experience, despite what some people think.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ron, who did have prior professional experience, and Ikeda, who had limited professional experience prior to that. So last year we focused more on the quality of Jai-Alai and the calculated risk that was made. There was risk associated with it. was that would it either depress rosters, depress the rest of the roster? In other words, would it hold them back because they wouldn't be winning as much, or would it drag their play up?
Yeah.
And we've seen that by bringing players with experience onto the roster, in that case,
right,
it did
definitely
bring the play up. There's no question about that. So, fortunately, that's what we're seeing. And if you look at our later games, the last 2 singles games are the best 2 singles games. But as we say, we start every playing day off with the first game. The first game often sets the tone for the rest of the performance. So we have high hopes that our first game will get us off to a great start.
And a couple of those guys, Jedden's one of those guys who plays in those feature games from the first year. And just his fluidity in terms of his mechanics, the way he throws, from year 1 to year 2 to year 3, something that I've noticed these past couple of weeks, Robotes and all, it looked a little robotic in a way. You really learn to throw. You said it's 2 distinct processes, the catch and the throw, and it seemed a little more, robotic. Now seems a lot more fluid, and you talk about that could also be a big factor. And, he's just a lot more comfortable out there. That could be a big key.
No question about it.
And before we get into this performance, we do have a little video that will explain the scoring format for this performance. At least the first 8 games will feature spectacular 7 scoring. What exactly does that mean? This video will explain it for you. Live on the Highlight Channel, take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And that was a video explaining Spectacular 7 scoring, which again will be the feature format for the first 8 games of this performance, and then Game 9. Throw the Spectacular 9 at you to close it out. And Stu updating the singles standings. We have that Golden Cesta Award given to the proverbial award, not necessarily a real award. We might have to work on constructing it, but it's awarded to the player with the most wins each week of highlight action. And this week, week number 5, we have a lot of people that are involved putting their hat in the ring. Douglas and Tennessee are tied. Douglas, Tennessee, and Anderluck all have 3 wins. They are tied atop that standings for the Golden Cesta. And then Juice, Cool Fitness, Ben, Ikeda, Bueno, and Kubala all have 2. So really, no guys really separating themselves from the pack. Ikeda in week 1 had 10 singles wins, was a runaway for that Golden Cesta. It's been within a couple of wins the other weeks, but this week, a lot of guys still in the race, and we have 2 more full performances. Some guys playing more games than others. You see a guy like Anderluck, he's got 16 games this week. Tennessee also 16 games, and Douglas has 3 wins, and he's only played in 8. So for a guy like Douglas, he's really going to have to put his foot on the gas, win those singles games if he wants to take home the Golden Cesta. A guy like Tennessee plays in those early and middle games, so gets a couple more opportunities, as well as Anderluck playing some of those middle and then the feature games. So we'll see how that plays out. The Golden Cesta should be very interesting to see who takes it home this week. 0 minutes to game 1, Stu. We're ready to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin game number 1, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 to begin this Saturday performance is number 26, Lamonte. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is number 10, Juice. Lamonte serves. We begin game 1. Ball tipped by Lamonte at the 8 line, point 2. Juice first up on the board in our first game. Our next matchup has Juice serving to the white shirt of post 3, Acier. Rebote left side by Juice. Wow. That caught the wall nicely and scored. Point 2. Green shirt to post 4. Tennessee receives. Juice didn't take it coming from the front. Tried to make the rebote. Didn't work. Point 4. Our next matchup has Tennessee serving to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness with a good catch. Catch on the forehand of Cool Fitness. He caught it in the air. Rebote left side by Tennessee, right up the middle. Cool Fitness is there. Hard to the inside he goes. Tennessee missed it. Point 5. Taking the court, yellow shirt of post 6. El Barba receives. Ball dropped, point 5. Pink shirt to post 7. Here's Diaz. It's a hard throw by Diaz. Off the bat. It's a nice rebote save by Cool Fitness. Diaz winds up at the 11 line, puts it back inside. Cool Fitness steps up, makes the catch. Rebote left side by Diaz, trying to get it just above the pad. It missed. Point 5. Cool Fitness has 3 points. In our next matchup, he serves to CRB to complete the first round of play. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. Cool Fitness stops it. Cool Fitness rifling it to try to get his footing. Just missed. Point 8. I couldn't hear what Cool Fitness said, but it sounded tough. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, Lamonte. Ball missed. Point 1. White shirt at post 3. Acier receives. It's a good serve by Lamonte. Here's Acier from the 11 line. Low and inside. Scores. Point 3. Receiving in the blue of post 2. Juice. Underserve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. On the serve. That fell short. This point goes to the 2. Juice has 4 points. He serves to the 4 post. Here's Tennessee. Powerful forehand throw by Tennessee, rather. Juice makes the rebote. Tennessee got a late start, but he did get there. That hard throw makes up for it. It scores, point 4. Tennessee has 3 points. He serves the returning six post in the yellow shirt. This matchup has Tennessee serving to El Barba. Picata, the big bounce. Tennessee's gone back up all the way to the 13 line. El Barba with a tip ball at the 7 line. Point 4. Possible game point for Tennessee in post 4. Trying to stop him. Pinka post 7, Diaz. Another strong forehand throw by Diaz. He passes to the rebote. Tennessee with the soft touch. Diaz got there, rifled it back. Probably should have gone with the Dejada, but Tennessee's up there. Diaz to the inside. Diaz makes the catch. There's the backhand.
That's good.
2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Diaz. Carom by Diaz. He got assessed on it, but missed it. Well played point by Tennessee and Diaz. Point 7. And Tennessee yells, wow, that's rare. Here's Cool Fitness. That landed short. Point 5. Possible game point for Cool Fitness in the black of post 5. Trying to stop him, CRB. Ball tipped, point end game, black shirt at post 5, CRB. He's adding something else. Wow. Nice. No playoff in our first game. 4 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish, 5-4-2. If I'm not mistaken, I have Jewish relatives that did the same dance like back in the whenever called the Kazatsky. That's what it looked like. It looked like he did a Kazatsky. That I don't know. That's like a Yiddish thing. You never know if it's like real or not.
Yeah,
but it sounds good.
Yeah, I like
it. Sounds good.
I was going to say the word. We've been talking about the scratches, the Kenahora with the scratches. That's yeah. So that's why we didn't mention anything. Looks like Diaz was moving pretty well there. Good to see him, moving all around the court on that point with Tennessee, and he fell actually on that first rebote, went down to the ground. So looks much better with that knee than he did maybe earlier in the week. So good to see there for Diaz.
Yeah, and that right side, he's not particularly strong on the forehand, but he passed 2 of them. That was definitely nice looking. Results from Game 1 are official. 5-4-2. The Quinella 4-5. That's first and second in any order. 4-5 or 5-4, 54-20. The trifecta 5-4-2, 299-40. And an impressive win price to start the day off at $31. And should be noted, I think I screwed it up because I was so interested in the Kazatsky that he was doing.
Yeah.
I think I said CRB won.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't CRB. It was, in fact, Cool Fitness doing the Kazatsky.
CRB would not be dancing if he wins.
No, he does.
He's got the Robin Hood. He shoots the arrow up there.
Off. Yeah, it took me like a month to figure out what he was doing.
What's going on
last year? I didn't know what that was, but yes.
Cool Fitness, yes.
So Cool Fitness did the happy dance. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in game 2. And don't forget, if you'd like to participate in the high five, the high five comes up in game 3. Jackpot is set at $2,000. It was hit in the afternoon performance yesterday for $2,600 and change. So it's reset at $2,000 up for grabs beginning in game 3. Game 2 is up next.
Yeah, Stu, for Cool Fitness on the week, heck of a week for this guy. Unbelievable recovery. He's only got, let's see his total stats. He only has 8 wins on the season. This week, he's got 3 of them to go along with 2 places and 3 shows. He's in the money over 60% of the time.
That is a testament without any question to good coaching.
I would agree.
And exactly. So our conversation on Monday last, in a social setting away from here, obviously had I accept full credit for that.
Proof's in the pudding right there. Numbers tell the story. 3 wins, 2 places, 3 shows. No,
we did have a nice conversation beginning of the week, but Cool Fitness obviously he's focusing on catching the ball. CTFB, catch that ball.
It is as simple as that. In the last couple of weeks, looking at his numbers, week 2, 0 wins, week 3, 1 win, week 4, 1 win, and then piling them on 3 for Cool Fitness in week number 5. So biggest week, maybe second biggest week. No, biggest week of the season for him, and he can still add to it. And now in a 4-way tie for the lead for that Golden Cesta. Cool Fitness, Douglas, Tennessee, and Anderluck all with 3 wins. So and we still got a bunch of guys with 2. Juice, Ben, Ikeda, Bueno, Kubala. I mean, we started the broadcast with that. It's going to be a big storyline through today and tomorrow. That's going to be interesting to see who pulls away there. And also in that in the fantasy stats too, and we got the points on the weekly standings. Cool Fitness is leading fantasy points. I believe he was a $2 or a $3 value. He is leading the roster in fantasy points with 27 this week. We talk about differentiation with those rosters. Cool Fitness, believe, was one of the lower picked players in all of the lineups this week. I think under 10%. So if you have Cool Fitness, unless the other guys have laid absolute eggs, you're probably pretty close to the top of that leaderboard. So a big win, especially in fantasy. I mean, if a guy at $2 value gets out there and puts a week like Cool Fitness has thus far, 27 points, well over his season average. So congratulations to him, and good picking if you're you're doing that fantasy.
Looking at game 2, lineup of Bueno, Tennessee, Ben. Tennessee off to a good start from the beginning. Jedden, who we talked about the opening of the performance. El Barba, who there's some chatter about. Cool Fitness, Vuelo, and Anderluck. Anderluck's in a unusually good mood today. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. He was kicking a pseudo soccer ball around.
Yeah, they were doing the juggling. Yeah,
with Douglas, so that looked good. Vuelo's equally.
Oh yeah.
There's a high degree of there's something about this 4 p.m. performance. I don't know if it's the ability to
get a
sleep
good
in
breakfast.
Or,
yeah,
I really don't know what it is. For me, Jai-Alai has always been kind of an evening thing.
Right. Yeah. Traditionally.
Yeah, leaving Miami Jai-Alai after doing results and entries at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
We were just saying. You said there was a 12 p.m. and a 7 p.m. and there were 14 games.
14 games for a period of time anyway. Typical Jai-Alai is 12 or 13 games. But there was a while at Miami Jai-Alai we did 14 games on Friday and Saturday nights. So you do 13 in the matinee, 14 in the evening. Yeah, first post time was 7 p.m. and then done done after 12:30.
Yeah, that's almost that is over 12 hours of Jai-Alai. That's cool.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Jai-Alai.
Stu's seen his fair share of Jai-Alai. That's note to take
question.
from that.
Yeah, going back, started announcing in 91. And then moved to management in 97.
So these are 9-game performances.
Well, what's weird is that a lot of these guys, when you're talking to them, it's like, what year were you born? 95, 97.
Yeah, 97.
Or in Douglas's case, 99.
Yeah, that even freaked me out.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm glad someone was born before the millennium. Jeez. Ready to begin game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving red shirt at post 1 is Bueno. Receiving the blue at post 2, Tennessee. There's the serve. Game 2 begins. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Rebote. It's a 2-all by Bueno. Long carom attempt by Tennessee. Just caught the top of the pad. Point one. Bueno first up on the board in today's second game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3 in our next matchup. Bueno serves too bad. Rebote forehand. Flip to the top of the wall and it passed Ben. That was an interesting forehand rebote for Bueno. More finesse than power. Point one. Green shirt of post 4 receives. Here's Jedden. Backhand by Jedden to the inside. Here's Bueno. Jedden rebote left side. Bueno from the 8 line. Scoop by Jedden. Jedden missed the forehand. Point one. Bueno with 3 straight points. He now serves to the black shirt of post 5. Entering the court is El Barba. Strong backhand throw by El Barba. El Barba moved up, but missed the catch on the left side. Point one. 4 straight points for Bueno. Here's Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness makes a good catch overhead on the left side. That backhand is right on the wall beautifully. Cool Fitness, hard throw, caught in the air by Bueno. Bueno to the inside. Forehand rebote, swing and a miss at the 8 line. It's not the 8 line's fault, Fitness. No, no more. There we go. Point one. Post 7 receives. Wello. Rebote left side. We have a swing and a miss. Point one. Straight points to a possible game point here for Bueno. Trying to stop him. Purple shirt at post 8, Anderluck. Bueno with a great catch at the side wall. He goes deep. Rebote coming way out. Anderluck got there nicely. Got the rebote in play. Here's Bueno. Bueno throws a carom. Anderluck read it, but overran it. That's point in a perfect game to the red shirt of post 1, Bueno. A run out for our second game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 will now play off for second and third place. Ball tipped. Point 2. Here's post 4, Jedden. Jedden on the backhand. It's a hard throw by Tennessee. Jedden passed on taking it the front way. Tennessee's got it at the 11 line. Hard throw crossing the wall. Here's another rebote. Rebote again by Jedden. That's beautifully thrown to the inside. Great rebote throw, and Tennessee got there. Here's Jedden. Tennessee sets up for the rebote. It's a 2-all rebote. The assessment is not interference that he could not have made it to the ball. Point 2. Important to remember that interference is a request made of the judges. If they don't feel there was a reasonable chance for you to get to the ball, they're not going to give it to you. Robote forehand by Tennessee. Ball missed. Point 2. 2 places, 6-7, 8-3, 4 and 5 will now play off for third place. Pair off in playoff. 6 first serves to 7. Wello from the forehand. Robote left side. Wello controlled that nicely. Cool Fitness with some great legs to get to that ball. Great catch by Cool Fitness. Robote again showing a lot of control. Lands in and scores. Point 7. 8 now serves to 3. Overserve. Point 3. 4 now serves to 5. Jen on the Robote to the inside. El Barba from the 8 line. Lifts the reverse high into the backcourt. Robote was hooked, point 5. 7, 3, and 5 play off for third place. 7 first serves to 3. Backhand throw to the inside by Ben. Robote left side. Hooked. Point 7. Possible show point for Vuelo. Vuelo will now serve to El Barba. Robote by Vuelo. Here's El Barba from the 9 line. Vuelo with a tip ball, point 5. This is show point 5 serves 7. Good catch by Vuelo. Robote fired to the inside by El Barba beautifully. Point and show, post 5, El Barba. Unofficial order of finish, 1, 2, 5. Results from Game 2 are official. Coming in first with a perfect game was Post 1, Bueno. Taking second, Post 2, Tennessee. Coming in third, Post 5, El Barba. 1, 2, 5 is the official order of finish for Game number 2. Well, a good game. That was a great game. I mean, Bueno played great, and when you have a run out of post one, obviously you're going to have a long playoff, which we did have.
Yeah.
But overall, there was some good play across the board. Definitely for the second game. Definitely pleased with that.
Yeah, no, it's really a pleasure. We were talking about it, watching Bueno play and his improvement from last season, the beginning of the year. There was, every time he got game point, it seemed like just one little thing went wrong. It just couldn't close it out. Beginning of this season, it was trending that way as well. Turned it around week 2, week 3, and he's just been playing exceptional. It's really great to watch, good highlight. And Bueno, they're running out a perfect game, not making any mistakes, just playing really confident, really smooth, just not playing outside of his limits either. It's really nice to see.
Definitely good to see. That brings us to our prices for Game 2. The $2 Quinella, 1-2. That's first and second in any order, so that's 1-2 or 2-1, $33.60. The trifecta, 1-2-5, returning $152.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our third game, a spectacular 7 doubles match. The first of 3 doubles games that we have in this afternoon's performance. Doubles played just like singles, except that you have 2 players on each team. The front quarter always serves. However, other than that, whoever's got the easiest play on the ball, so whoever can make the easiest catch, is entitled to catch. Other than that, all the rules are the same. Keep it in the lines, get the serve in the box, catch one more than your opponent. Post time for Game 3, 7 minutes away. Game 3 also begins the High Five Jackpot. $2,000 guarantee to play today's High Five. You correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's a pick 5 wager. The High Five here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Up next in Game 3.
And before we get into game number 3, another video courtesy of the Jai-Alai Channel explaining some aspects of the game of Jai-Alai. If you are new to it, this one explains how to win and how to lose. Take a look.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And that was winning and losing in Jai-Alai. We hope if you're new to the game, that video helps clear things up as to why you may be staying on the court or headed back to the bench. Never want to be doing that, Stu.
Yes, the pad is bad, the bench feels worse. That's interesting, actually. I just made that up.
Yeah.
Not that's particularly creative, but it is true. You throw it in the pad, but taking that walk back is, ooh.
Even worse. Maybe one of those coined phrases that could be thrown on the Jai-Alai Channel Instagram page. I saw that the pad is bad. It got its own post. Explained what it meant.
And from what I understand, I can't take credit for that. I certainly don't want to take credit for anything that I don't come up with. I did not frequent Dania Jai-Alai, so I never heard one of the announcers there say it. But apparently that is ascribed to one of the announcers at Dania Jai-Alai. So I really thought it was sincere myself. Imitation, sincerest form of flattery, I believe it goes. There you go.
Absolutely.
So we'll continue that flattery because I'm not going to be able to not say it. The pad is definitely bad.
Yeah, that's why I have to take all of Paulie's lines. Got Machu Picchu, a couple other things we've created. The Magic City Bounce. That'll be a good one to see if they have a coined phrase for that. I think the Magic City Bounce could be applicable.
Not a good
thing.
No, it's not a good thing, and it's not the fault of the players either.
Could be definitely not a fault of the players either. But does even out over the course. You might get some good breaks and bad breaks on it, but it's an interesting term to use in everyday life too. It's something bad. It's just a Magic City bounce. You're on the golf course on the Magic City bounce, so start to get that going in the real world. And again, that Jai-Alai Channel Instagram page. There's going to be a lot of different stuff on there. There's going to be information about players. We're going to have a Jai-Alai glossary. There's a couple terms. We'll define them, give some parallels to other sports there. There's going to be information about South Florida Jai-Alai. They're going to have our schedule up there. So a bunch of different stuff coming your way, and also questions. I think that's going to be one of the features to get people to submit questions via Instagram, and then have a whole pile of those that we can hopefully answer. So that's coming your way soon, and check out the Jai-Alai Channel on Instagram to get all of that.
3 minutes to go till we begin Game 3 and the high five. The high five begins in Game 3.
In a big game now for this team of Anderluck and Diaz. Obviously, Diaz dealing with some injury, and over, you have the game disparity there with those injuries. A month-long doubles tournament, it can make a big impact if a guy misses a week or two. They've only played 33 games as opposed to some other teams that have played 60. Unfortunate with injuries to Diaz there. But they're, with that being said, they're still not out of it. And, Anderluck, one of the top players, plays in those feature games, and Diaz is just really solid. I mean, that is a solid team. Both guys catch well, move well. So, one of those teams that are at the bottom, they've got 3 wins, played a lot less games. They're in the money percentage is very high, one of the highest on the rosters. So a team to look out for. The stats might be a little misleading for them.
Yes, with Diaz just coming back from scratch today, that's related to a right knee issue.
Yeah.
He's got a brace on that knee, and he was warming up for about, I'd say, half hour, 45 minutes, which is a little bit longer than most other guys. And he looked good in the tryout, and in the warm-up, and he definitely looked good in the first game. No question about it. So if the communication is right between him and Anderluck.
That's going to be one of those things. Obviously, haven't played together. He's been playing with Ikeda. We'll see how that factors in as well. And, all these guys are different. It could be one subtle thing that's a difference, one little movement here and there that could be the difference between staying there and walking back. So, we see it all the time in these doubles games. Communications. 2 guys, seemingly they think they're going for the ball at the same time, and then they both stop. You see it in baseball all the time where no one calls it. You got to talk. And that's, you can hear it, actually through the live stream. So that's going to be the key there for a lot of these teams. And for fans at home, that's something to look out for.
Last call for making all of your wagers in Game 3. Last call. We're ready to begin our third game, a spectacular 7 doubles match. The first of 3 doubles games in this Saturday afternoon performance. This game is played at 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts of post 1, we have El Barba and Ben in our first matchup. They serve against Juice and Carballo. El Barba serves. We begin Game 3. El Barba calls for their bote, plays it from the forehand. Here's Carballo. Ben from the left side. Hard throw. Taken in the air by Carballo. First point goes to the 2. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3, Diaz and Anderluck. Anderluck opens up on the right side. Hard throw. Carballo catches it on the left. Anderluck from the forehand. Rebote played beautifully by Carballo. Anderluck runs up, catches it, throws it hard. Carballo's there. Anderluck on the catch. Picado to the inside. Carballo's going to back up all the way to the 13 line. He comes over the top. Point two. Green shirts at post 4 receive. Lamonte and Douglas. Carballo makes the catch. Looked like he was lining up a 2-all. That is a 2-all. Here's Juice. Juice missed it. Point 4. Now receiving the black shirts at post 5. Asier and Kubala. Great catch by Douglas behind the 12 line. Hard throw. Kubala takes it in the air, but dropped it. Point 4. Our next matchup has Lamonte serving against the yellow shirts at post 6. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Cool Fitness from the backhand. Douglas moves up, makes the catch low on the left side. Here's Cool Fitness. Good catch by Lamonte. He never had control of it, lost it. Point 6. Here's post 7 in the pink shirts, CRB and Vuelo. Our next matchup has Jedden serving. Ball tipped midcourt by Jedden. Point 7. Our final matchup of the first round has CRB serving to Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. There's the reverse. Rebote forehand by CRB. Bueno's on it. Hard throw by Bueno, taken in the air by Vuelo. Good catch by Bueno. Vuelo from the left side. Hard to the inside. Rebote coming out. Forehand Rebote. Played to pass by CRB. That's nice. Here's Tennessee. Vuelo with a hop. Makes the catch. Bueno moves in. Winds up. Great catch by CRB. CRB turned a 2-all on the fly. The carom return stopped by CRB. Carambola by CRB splits the front quarter and back quarter and scores. What a great point was just played. Primarily between Bueno and CRB. Wonderful. Point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 1, El Barba and Ben. Vuelo from the left side. Scoop by Ben. Does not hold on to it. Point 7. 7 has 4 points. Our next matchup has CRB serving to the white shirts at post 3. Diaz and Anderluck. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 7. Possible game, point 4. Pink shirts of post 7. CRB and Vuelo. Trying to stop them, post 2. Juice and Carballo. Vuelo with a good catch on the backhand. Scoop by Carballo. Cortada by Carballo. Point 2. Here's post 5 in the black shirts. Asier and Kubala. Kubala on the left side. Kubala again. He goes deep. Rabote coming out to juice. Catch by Kubala. Hard throw coming out. Point 2. Possible game point, post 2, the blue shirts, Juice and Carballo. Trying to stop them, post 4, Lamonte and Douglas. Hard throw by Douglas. Scoop by Douglas. Rabote by Carballo, still on the floor. Rabote by Douglas to the outside. Catch by Carballo. Carom by Carballo does not cut out. Great catch by Carballo on the left side. Douglas from midcourt. There's the carom. Juice got it in the front court. Beautifully caught by Juice. Rabote coming out. Douglas on the Rabote, clears the overhead screen and scores. What a point played by the 2 and the 4. Well played. Point 4. Play continues. Lamonte and Douglas have 4 points. They serve to post 6. The yellow shirts, Cool Fitness and Jedin. Catch by Douglas on the right side. Hard to the inside. Cool Fitness is there with a great catch. Douglas makes the save on the Rabote. Gets it up to the front wall. Jedin up front. Here's Douglas from the right side. Outside placement. Clears Jedin rather, and scores. Point 4. Here's post 8, Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve, sends it over Douglas's head. Rabote by Lamonte to the inside, Tennessee at the side wall. Douglas on the right side. Hard throw. Tennessee somehow got that at the side wall. Nice catch. Bueno with a great catch in the front. Douglas on the right side. Outside placement lands wide. Point 8. Play continues again. Here's post 1. El Barba and Ben return. Great catch by Bueno. There's the backhand. Caught by Ben. Bueno's there, left side. Hard to the back wall. Rabote going all the way out. Rabote by El Barba. Lands wide. Point 8. 8 team has 4 points. Serving to post 3. Returning now. Diaz and Anderluck. Anderluck on the catch. Hard throw. Tennessee from the 12 line. Anderluck on the backhand. Passes Bueno. Tennessee takes it in the air. Catch by Anderluck. Hard throw by Anderluck. Catch by Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Robote coming out. Robote turned by Diaz. Bueno steps in at the 7 line. Scoop by Anderluck. There's the backhand. Tennessee from the 11 line. Anderluck on the forehand. Mid-wall placement picked up in the backcourt by Tennessee. Hard throw again by Anderluck. Tennessee with another good catch on the forehand. Anderluck from the 11 line, over the top, to the inside. Keeps it away from Bueno. Tennessee on the backhand. Low and hard. Anderluck's there. Hard throw. Bueno from the left side. Bueno goes deep. Anderluck's there. Anderluck again. Here's Bueno. Anderluck from the 12 line on the forehand. Hard throw. Clears Bueno. Bueno calls for the rebote. Anderluck midcourt. Low and hard, crossing the wall, and scoring. What a point.
Wow.
Jesus.
These rallies this game, Stu?
Point 3. Well played by everyone on the court. Pinka post 7 return. CRB and Vuelo. Vuelo from deep in the backcourt. Goes deep. Anderluck pucks it out of the air. Hard throw. Vuelo looks for the rebote. Rebote by Vuelo. Cut to the outside and scores.
Wow.
Point 7. That's point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the pink shirts of post 7. CRB and Vuelo. It's a playoff for second and third place. 2 serves 4. I lost track. Completely lost track. Once again, this is a playoff for second and third place. Douglas blasts a Cortana. That scores. Point and place to post 4, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish 7-4-2. Prices will be up in a moment. Well, I mean, sincerely, I know we've had some really good points before. I know you put some up, but I don't recall a better game than that ever played here. Game-wise, that's the best game that we've ever played.
Best of the
I know you weren't here the first year, but there wasn't anything that even came close to that first year.
Right.
Second year we had some really good points.
Yeah.
But there were 5 or 6 tremendous points in that game.
Point to point, back to back, right after another.
I mean,
that's great
Bueno's
to see.
play was fantastic. Anderluck's play was fantastic. Carballo was fantastic. Douglas was fantastic.
Yeah. Vuelo and CRB both been struggling, and they get the win. Both of them played really well, too. So everyone's stepping up in that game. Good. Yeah, good to see that, and hopefully that'll carry over through the rest of this day. If we get that through the next, 5 games here?
That was fantastic.
6 games. That'll be awesome.
So, prices from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, Post 7, CRB and Vuelo. Taking second, Post 4, Lamonte Douglas. Coming in third, Post 2, Juice and Carballo. The Quinella. The prices wow. Great game, great prices. Good combination. $2 Quinella 4-7. That's 7-4 or 4-7. First and second in any order. $117 even. The trifecta 7-4-2, 490-60. And look at that win. 7 to win. That was a tough pick out of that group. That was a tough pick and a hard fought. 7 to win, returning $52.40. See, this is why you occasionally hear me make these comments. It's not to be a wise ass or hear myself talk. It really isn't. It's that in working with the players since the first year, working to train, these things that I say, CTFB, catch the blinking ball, and realistically, this is what we hope that it results in. This is what I want to see every game. I mean, now, given if they play like that every game, we're going to have probably more injuries on it, because I don't know how long Douglas's arm can continue to do that, or Anderluck falling back. But as far as catching is concerned, catching those balls and throwing that hard, I mean, everyone in that across the board, people in that game played fantastic just now. That was more than inspired highlight. That was fantastic. That's what they're capable of doing. That's why I get frustrated when they don't do it.
Right. I mean, we see it all the time.
Throw, drop, overserve, underserve.
And,
what is this?
And then they do that, and it's unbelievable.
Exactly.
It is absolutely night and day. It's great to watch, and that's what makes Jai-Alai, so special too. I mean, it's a game. These guys are all human. They make mistakes, and then they can come back. They have all the skills, and that athletic background. It really does help, maybe narrow the learning curve a little bit, and really showed their awesome game. And then Bueno in the front court, we see it every single game. Is there, in terms of picking that serve in the front court, if you have the opportunity to do it, should you always go for it? Should you ever let it go? What's the deal
there? That's a tough one.
Yeah.
You see, in traditional Jai-Alai, yeah, you should. But a traditional Jai-Alai court is 150 or 176 feet long at Miami, 178 at Dania, and sometimes is 200 feet and over.
Yeah.
So, when the server is that much further away from you and you pick the serve and throw a 2-all, yes. Here, it's very hard to get that 2-all to cut.
Yeah.
So, in traditional Jai-Alai, it is better. There's more pressure to take that serve in doubles. Here, you can take it, but whether or not it scores is based on whether or not the server can run up and catch it, that's something else.
Right.
If he's not going to come near it, then absolutely.
Yeah.
No, but Bueno has focused on taking the serve since we began, and he's done very well with it.
Right. You see a lot of guys do that and drop it, tips off the top of their cesta, but we don't have the numbers here, but it seems like almost every time he goes for it, he does catch it, and getting it up close, it's got to be advantageous. There's
one comment here, and again, we don't address specific comments, but this was a particularly good one. That it's odd that you can see one player play so well, and yet you don't see him in the result. That's an opinion that is shared by fans and players alike. Mm-hmm. Players won't always talk about it, but this is something I've heard for years. Yeah. I played my butt off. I killed myself that game, and there's not a first, second, or third place.
Yeah.
It's nice to be rewarded with the $100 for that play. Sure. And in doubles, we're the only fronton that increases that prize money. We double. In doubles, we double the prize money. So, the front quarter and back quarter each get $100 for that win. So, to play that hard and walk away with nothing but your weekly salary, that's a little tough, and that's tough. But that is one of the unique features of Jai-Alai, that it is possible. It's entirely possible to play terrific throughout an entire performance, not finish a game, and maybe even not come in second or third, and go home with what some guys used to call it an offer.
Right, yeah, and we use this golf analogy a lot too, but sometimes you go out there and you say, I hit the ball great today, and I really felt comfortable with my game, but I just, you can't score. And that's the whole thing, is at the end of the day, it's about scoring points. You can play well, you can hit all the shots, you can make all the catches here in Jai-Alai, but at the end of the day, it's, golf, got to get the ball in the hole. Here, you got to beat your opponent. And any way you do it, you just got to do it. That's the key.
We have 1 minute till we begin Game 4. Game 4, Spectacular 7 singles match. Hope that some of that inspired is a word that we used often, but that was more than inspired play.
Yeah.
That was
a
excellent.
Spectacular 7.
No, that was
match,
spectacular. That was spectacular play by most of the guys on the court, which is great to see. So we'll see if that carries over into Game 4. Obviously, we hope it does.
And a much-needed win for that team of Wello and CRB as well. They got on the board this week, 2 places and 2 shows, but their first win in a while. They're at the bottom of those double standings. Didn't have a win in week 3, 1 win in week 2, but they get one back there. And both of those guys also been struggling in singles play as well, just mainly catching. So see if that gives them some confidence rolling into Game 4 and throughout the rest of the performance.
We're ready to begin Game number 4, a Spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 4 also begins today's Pick 3. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is number 37, Tennessee. Receiving in the blue of Post 2, number 30, Diaz. Tennessee serves. We begin Game 4. Diaz on the backhand. Got a hold of the side wall and scores. Point 2. Now receiving the white shirt of post 3, CRB. Diaz for the rebote. To the inside, big bounce. Taken deep in the backcourt by CRB. Diaz has it on the forehand. Carom does not open up. CRB's got it. CRB's carom lands wide. Point 2. 2 serves, the green shirt of post 4. Entering the court is number 29 of Vuelo. Vuelo throwing it hard, but too low. Had hit the pad. Point 2. Diaz has 3 points. In our next matchup, he serves to the black of post 5, Lamonte. Point 2. Asier receives. Yellow of post 6. That's a powerful backhand throw by Asier. Rebote by Diaz. High to the front wall. Asier takes it in the air. Straight back it goes. Rebote forehand by Diaz to the outside. Lands in and scores. Point 2. Diaz with 5 points is serving to the pink shirt of post 7. This matchup has Diaz serving to Juice. Juice from the forehand. Diaz with a good catch on the backhand. High and hard to the front wall, passing Juice. Rebote 2-all. Diaz sets up for it on the left side. To the inside he goes. Throws it at Juice's feet. Juice caught it. Diaz comes cross court to make a great catch. Hard throw. Will score. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue of post 2, Diaz. Trying to stop him. Cool fitness. A hard serve by Diaz. That scores. That is point and a well-earned perfect game for this blue shirt of post 2, Diaz. Diaz wins it 1-3, 4-5, 6, 7, and 8. Will now play off for second and third place. 1 first serves, 2-3. CRB on the backhand. Bote forehand, missed. Point 3. Receiving, green shirt at post 4, Vuelo. Vuelo on the backhand. Hard to the inside. CRB is there. To the overhead screen, that ball goes. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Lamonte. That's a nice backhand throw by Lamonte. Vuelo to the inside. Lamonte missed it at the side wall. Point 4. Possible place point for Vuelo. This matchup has Vuelo serving to Asier. Nice backhand again by Asier. Rebote by Vuelo to the outside.
Ooh, yep.
Going to score. That is point and place. The second place finish for Vuelo in the green at post 4. 3 shows. 2-4-3, unofficial order of finish. Results from Game 4 are official. Coming in first, post 2, Diaz. Taking second, post 4, Vuelo. Coming in third, post 3, CRB.
And not even the play there for Diaz, which was extraordinary coming back from injury and all that, but just how confident he was in his ability to move around the court. You know, that first day he came back Thursday was a little tentative in his movements, and you can see that there. He was going full speed, planting, stopping, so really seems to be much better for him, and that translated there. Was catching it extraordinarily well, too, for a guy that's missed a couple of days, dealing with an injury. You know, never know how that would impact, mentally what's going on in the head, but really strong performance for Diaz. Kicks it off, a much-needed win, and if you had him in fantasy, you're like, well, this guy's been injured for a couple days. You get a quick 5 points for Diaz. You can rattle off a couple. You never know what could happen, just like any other fantasy sport. You got a bad first quarter. You got the second half, third and fourth quarter, so congratulations if you took Diaz. 5 points.
There are the prices for game number 4. $2 Quinella 2-4. That's first and second in any order. 2-4, 4-2, 21-20. The trifecta 2-4-3. First, second, and third place finishing 3-26-20. Up next, our second doubles game of the afternoon, a spectacular 7. Doubles match. Next game is played 2. 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Will we see another game like we saw in Game 3? That would be interesting. That's up next.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We were looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university and said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And that was a preview to the award-winning Magic City Hustle. About the start here at Magic City Jai-Alai. You see how these guys were in year 1. You get some looks into their personal lives, why they had the opportunity to do this, how the idea started. $5 rental. There's a link, MagicCityCasino.com, through the Highlight tab. You can check it out there, or just go directly to MagicCityHustle.com. $5 download. You get it for the rest of your life, and you can enjoy it as many times as you would like after that.
Now, oftentimes in doubles, in the traditional highlight world, where front quarters and back quarters switch in between games, you wouldn't have a chance to see a team that played really well together in a previous game come out after a game break and see if they can continue that. But that is one of the benefits of the system here, being able to root on one team consistently throughout every performance, not just during a tournament.
Right.
And in addition to that, we'll see if the momentum that a lot of them started, specifically Carballo, Douglas, Anderluck, Bueno, we'll see if they're able to continue it.
Yeah, it's really sparked. You're saying that play really sparked by all those guys in the feature games. A guy, you take a look at a team like Carballo and Juice, it's just in Tennessee and Bueno, they're both on the court practicing right now. A lot of the times, the difference we talk about is really communication all the time. Carballo, Tennessee and Bueno, just the way that they move in general, it's like they're playing a 2-3 zone in basketball where you want to keep everyone connected on a string. So they're always moving together. So every time you watch it, every time Tennessee gets it, every time Bueno gets it, they're always looking and they're always moving, whereas some guys may be standing still, not necessarily aware of where they are on the court. That's one of the keys. They got 10 wins. They're in second place. And just the way that they move and communicate is just a lot more fluid than a lot of the other teams. And that's, something playing with the same partner. It also helps, get that, camaraderie, and you really know your strengths and weaknesses for your playing partner as well, which is something that we're trying to build along with, cheering for just one team throughout, like a lot of other sports, more team-oriented.
Absolutely. We have 2 minutes to go till we begin Game 5. Game 5 begins in just 2 minutes.
And looking at the double standings in the week, Stu, 3 teams. Tennessee and Bueno, they have 3 wins. Carballo and Juice, they have 3 wins. Douglas and Lamonti, they have 3 wins. So still have yet to come up with a name for the weekly leader in doubles wins, but 3 teams tied at 3 apiece. And Douglas and Lamonti still with a comfortable lead, but getting less and less comfortable as these games have gone on. Been struggling in doubles play from yesterday on. Kind of had an 0 day, little unprecedented. Definitely different for that squad. 17 wins, though, still for Douglas and Lamonti. They are in first place. Tennessee and Bueno with 10, we mentioned, and then Carballo and Juice 8, Kubal and Asier 7, so a bunch of teams vying for that second place spot. But first place still up for grabs. You never know.
No question about it. Anyone who believes that Douglas is going to run away with it, which is what you saw last year, not the case. It's absolutely not the case. And I think that's one of the things that we saw most clearly in that earlier game is that, last year, some of those really hard throws to the inside were here. You can see it, you can hear it, you can feel it. Regretfully on TV, or if you're watching on anything smaller than TV, it's really hard to see how fast the ball is really going. Douglas throwing those 1,000-mile-an-hour balls, just last year they scored. This year he threw 6 of them in that last game, 6 or 7 of them in the last game, and his opponents caught them. Yeah. Now, he's still, without a doubt, the most skilled player out there. Right. But still, doesn't mean that he's going to win every game. Doesn't mean that he's going to win the doubles championship. Doesn't mean he's going to win the singles championship.
Yeah. He's and last year he happened to win both of those doubles, but this is going to be much more of a challenge. And for Douglas, he's been struggling this week. See if they can get back in the win column here.
We're ready to begin game number 5, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving Asier and Kubala in this first matchup. They serve against the blue opposed to Diaz and Anderluck. There's the serve. We begin. Anderluck goes deep towards the corner. Kubala cuts it off in the air. Here's Anderluck from the 13 line. Anderluck from deep in the backcourt. Kubala from the 11 line. Rebote, left side by Anderluck. That's a beautiful, beautiful rebote. Anderluck with a hard forehand throw, caught by Kubala. Anderluck calls for it, catches it on the right side. Hard throw, caught by Kubala again. Ball in and out of the cesta, point 2. Good start to the 5th game. Here are the white shirts of post 3. CRB and Vuelo. Ball goes straight by Anderluck in the corner and scores point 3. Green shirts at post 4 receive. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Cool Fitness on the backhand. Vuelo dropped it on the right side, point 4. Black shirts at post 5. Bueno and Tennessee receive. Bueno picks the serve. Rifles the reverse. Robote going all the way out. Robote going all the way to the 2 line. No, you weren't close enough to do that. Oh. Point 5. Here's post 6, Juice and Carballo. Carballo from the backhand. He goes deep. Robote forehand from Bueno. Bueno gets out of the way. Ball tipped. Point 5. Here's post 7, Lamonte and Douglas.
That was a fucking bad throw, man.
Powerful backhand by Douglas. Robote coming out. Robote 2-all. That is a perfect throw by Bueno to score. Well executed, point 5. Here now to complete the first round and receive. In the purple shirts post 8, we have El Barba and Ben. Big backhand by Ben. Clipped the side wall. Landed in and scored. Point 8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round is Asier and Kubala. Ball tipped by Ben in the backcourt, point 1. Receiving, post 2, the blue shirts, Diaz and Anderluck. Underserve. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short of the 4. This point goes to the 2. In this next matchup, Diaz is serving to the white shirts of post 3, CRB and Vuelo. Robote forehand by CRB. Here's Anderluck from the 8 line. Vuelo had it on the forehand, but shifted it to Robote and missed it. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirts at post 2. Diaz and Anderluck trying to stop them. The green shirts at post 4. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Great serve by Diaz. That scores for the win. Point and game to the blue shirts at post 2. Diaz and Anderluck. No playoff here. 5 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order of finish, 2-5-1. The results from Game 5 are official as posted. Coming in first, Post 2, Diaz and Anderluck. Taking second, Post 5, Bueno and Tennessee. Coming in third, Post 1, Asier and Kubala. And your $2 quinella, 2-5. That's 2-5 or 5-2 in any order, 35-20. The trifecta, 2-5-1. That's first, second, and third place finishing, 175-80. Up next, Game 6, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 6, 7 minutes away.
So you understand a lot of people on the Highlight Channel enjoying some of those player profiles we've been showing. We had Vuelos, we had Douglas. Now we got another one ready. They just won the last doubles game. He's been hurt for a couple days. But here is a little bit from Diaz, number 30. Take a look.
I know I'm better at singles. I have more success in singles, but I learn more from doubles. I walk away with a lot more life lessons, and they stick with me, I'm telling you, late into the night, and those lessons they've stuck with me. Doubles it's kind of like, what do you want and what do you need? Playing doubles, you're definitely having to trust on each other. You're trying to rely on each other, and it's just a lot like a marriage. It's compromise. It's days where you're like, wow, this person's crazy, but maybe you can't express that. You can't tell them that. You got to tell them, hey, I'm with you. I'm gonna stick by you. You know, I got your back. You know, no worries. Even though maybe in your head you're like, what was this person thinking? You know, like they say, as iron sharpens iron, so friend sharpens friend. And that's what you find in doubles. You find that, you know, you and your partner, you make each other better. And it's hard, but you walk out a better person.
And that was a couple words from our doubles game winner, Diaz, coming back from injury. Nice to see him in the win column twice already today on his first day back. So nice.
And obviously, after or before he shaved the mustache.
Yeah, I was going to say
that's the funny thing about Diaz is that he came into this with a couple different disadvantages. So he came into this with a baby face. He came into it with a diminutive build compared to some of the guys here, and of course with no highlight experience. And he came into it left-handed.
Right. It's pretty big, yeah.
So there's a few disadvantages there. Obviously, you don't need to have anything other than a babyface to play. So I don't know if he was frustrated with the baby-faced assassin, and which is why he grew but he grew one of the best mustaches I've seen. No offense to your mustache.
No,
it's
Stu,
looking much better, Andrew.
Thank you.
But so he grows this impressive mustache, but that's one of the reasons why you'll see him, like for instance, 2-all was thrown in one of the earlier games.
Yeah.
And you saw him go outside and go for it on the left.
Mm-hmm.
He's left-handed. Now, that there are a few of our players that are left. Anderluck, most notably, because I don't care where you go in highlight. It'll be very difficult for you to find a left-handed player that has a right side that has that textbook form, especially over the top and on the serve and the power, accuracy. Anderluck's got it all. He was able to compensate, but some lefties have a much more difficult time adjusting to the right side, and it shows in their form or it shows elsewhere. Diaz is particularly left side dominant.
Right.
No question about that.
And we saw today, though, was throwing a couple of those caroms. We don't usually see him throw stuff from the right side.
He's been working on his right side. I mean, and that serve, too.
Yeah.
The serve has some power behind it. So that's something he's been working on. And he's shown improvement the last 2 years. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, last year wasn't he our most improved player?
Definitely most
improved. And CRB got Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I think he got 4th overall in the singles standings, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, he can certainly do it. And when he's back from injury, I mean, he's got 2 of these first 3 games he's played in, first 4 games he's played in. So, a guy that we're expecting a lot from the rest of the season. I mean, his improvement from the beginning of the year last year, I mean, we talk about him a lot at the beginning of the season. He's been struggling a little bit. But a guy that started, you know, year 2, really, I mean, the improvement from year 2 to to the end was extraordinary in those 78 wins. I mean, he was beating guys like Douglas, Kubala, Carvalho. At the end of the season, he was not necessarily beating them, but at least competing in some of those later games. So a guy that can play almost all levels, plays in some of those earlier games, middle games, but his improvement, wouldn't be surprised if you see Diaz maybe in some of those later games as the season goes on.
Especially with that, we say Costado, which not everybody's familiar with out there, but the Costado, so you have two throws in highlight, you have basically two throws on the right side, two throws on the left.
Yeah.
You have sidearm throw and overhand on the right side. On the left, you have the reverse, which we just usually refer to as a backhand. But you have a reverse, and then you have a Costado. The Costado is what's thrown at shoulder level from the left side. It's when you see them throw a left side rebote. That's a Costado rebote. So that's throw. And Diaz has he adapted. The fact that he's left-handed and he's got a good Costado, an effective Costado, is not surprising. The fact that he's really, really confident, not surprising being a lefty either. But the fact that he's as accurate with it as he is, that's a bit surprising.
And it's amazing. He can wind up, you're saying, from the left side from about, the 11 line and throw that two-wall?
He can throw the two-wall literally from everywhere.
He is one of the most accurate. Of all the kill shots, Diaz from the left side there, that two-wall, definitely one of the most accurate on the entire roster.
We have less than a minute to go till we begin game number 6.
Again, in this fantasy highlight, so unpredictable. The team, Anderlecht and Diaz have played 5 games compared to all the other teams with 14, and they have now surpassed Kubala Nasir and Ben and El Barba for total points, so it just shows you're never out of it in fantasy highlight, never out of it.
We're ready to begin game number 6, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Anderlecht. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Ikeda. Anderlecht from the left side. Goes deep. Ikeda midcourt. Lines up for the forehand rebote. Anderlecht moves up to make the catch. Rifles it inside. What a pickup on the left side of Ikeda. Scoop. Missed. Point 2. Great way to begin our 6th game. Nice point. Our next matchup has Ikeda serving to the white shirt at post 3. Here's Bueno. Ikeda on the backhand. Hard to the inside. Rebote coming out all the way to the 7 line. Scoop attempt missed. Point 2. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Ben. Ball missed off the serve. Point 2. Ikeda with 3 straight points. He now serves to the black shirt at post 5. Here's Wello. Nice throw to the inside for Ikeda, and it scores. Point 2. Tennessee receives. Yellow shirt at post 6. Ikeda missed it first go around. Tennessee hung around like he was going to serve. You got to go up and get that ball. There you go. Swing and a miss on the rebote by Ikeda. Point 6. Our next matchup has Tennessee serving to the pink shirt at post 7. El Barba receives. 2-all by El Barba. Executed nicely. Point 7. In our last matchup of the first round, El Barba serves to the purple shirt of post 8, Jedden. Ball missed. Point 8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, Anderluck. Point 8. Jedden has 3 points. He serves to the returning 3 post in the white shirt. It is Bueno. Robote hooked, point 3. Green shirt to post 4 receives. Here's Ben. Ben on the left side. Hard backhand taken in the air by Bueno. Carom by Ben. Great catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. That is beautiful. It is picture perfect. Well thrown by Bueno. Point 3. Post 5, the black shirt receives. Here's Wello. Ball got by Wello on the left side. Point 5. Here's post 2, Ikeda. Possible game point for the white shirt of post 3, Bueno. Sorry about that, Chris. Ikeda with the catch. Ikeda back to the inside. Bueno with a beautiful catch at the 10 line. Keeps the backhand low. Here's Ikeda. Robote forehand for the big bounce. Bueno pulls it from the sidewall at the 9 line. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Another good catch by Bueno. That forehand Robote escaped and went out of play. Point in game, white shirt of post 3, Bueno. No playoff here, 2 places, 8 shows. Unofficial order finish, 3, 2, 8. Coming in first, post 3, Bueno. Taking second, post 2, Ikeda. Coming in third, post 8, Jedden. 3, 2, 8, the official order finish for game number 6. Not that anybody's looking for any insight into highlight, but we assign points by pressing a button.
Yeah.
And you occasionally press the wrong button, and then you have to press another button called B for backup.
Back, yeah, very.
And then reassign the point. So apologies to Chris Bueno, but fortunately,
got the serve in. Yeah.
Got the serve in. That worked out well. Prices are official from game number 6. The pick 3, 2, 2, 3, 3 of 3 numbers returning. $3 $367.20. Quinella 2-3, that's first and second in any order, so that's 2-3 or 3-2, $18. The trifecta 3-2-8, returning $150.80. We have 3 games left in today's performance, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7, 8, and 9. Game 7 up next, a spectacular 7. Doubles match, play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 7 closes out the high 5 jackpot. We'll roll the will pays here in just a second to see who, if anyone, is alive in today's high 5. Post time for game number 7 is just 8 minutes away.
And folks, before we get into the final doubles game of this Saturday performance, let's get you those top 10s. This one debuted in the Friday matinee performance, I believe. This one is the top 10 caroms. So if you haven't seen it, only played it once, here it is for you, live on the Highlight Channel. Take a look.
Catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Caught by El Barba. Robote left side. Lamonte makes the catch. Returns a carom that's gonna score.
Tight to the inside. Robote comes out. Diaz sends that just under the overhead screen. High bouncer comes Ancier just in front of the 11 line. That's a long carom. That one will score.
Reverse by Bueno. Kubala from the 7 line throws a 2-all that is stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's carom, that's going to score.
Wow.
Carballo takes it in the air, throws a carom back to the outside, and that scores. What a shot. Douglas on the right side. Sidearm carom opens up beautifully. Outside placement of the forehand Robote. Bueno's on it. Rifling a carom to score. One of the best points of this season. Ragley from the 10 line. Over the top to the inside. Kubala's there. Carom by Kubala's going to score. By Ron. Catch on the forehand of Vanderluck. What a carom. Wow. Reverse. Caught by Ron. 2-all by Ron. Caught by Douglas. Carom by Douglas. Wow.
And those were the top 10 caroms from the 2019 season. Again, that carom kill shot thrown from the right side into the sidewall. Stu talked about you want to throw it into that sidewall. It hits off the front wall, takes a bounce off the floor, and then goes into that side netting. All really good examples of the carom, and interesting to see in all those top 10 videos, the rebotes, the two walls, the caroms. Sometimes similar people throwing those. In the rebote, you see a lot of Jed, and you see Ben, Carballo, guys that like to throw their body around. And in that carom video, guys with particularly strong right sides. I mean, that one that Douglas had, Kubala was just nowhere to be found, just rifled it right past him. A lot of good examples on those caroms. And the ones from the inside, too. Really tough to throw. Really, really tough to throw. So a lot of good stuff there. More top 10 videos will be coming up for you now in the coming weeks of this season. Less than a minute to the start of game number 7.
We are ready to begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts at post 1, we have Bueno and Tennessee. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. There's the serve. We begin game 7. Tennessee from the forehand. Tennessee goes down to a knee to make the catch. Gets up in time. Here's Douglas on the right side. He goes deep. Tennessee's there. Douglas makes the rebote save. Bueno's on it. Scoop by Douglas. What a catch. Tennessee missed it. Point 2. Our next matchup has Lamonte serving to the white shirts at post 3. Diaz and Anderluck. Strong backhand throw, taken in the air by Anderluck. Douglas midcourt. There's the backhand. Scoop by Anderluck. Scoop by Douglas. He goes deep. 2-all off the court. Point 2. Entering the court, the green shirts of post 4. In our next matchup, Lamonte serves to CRB and Vuelo. Vuelo dropped it. Point 2. Here are the black shirts at post 5. Cool Fitness and Jed and receive. Cool Fitness from the forehand. Here's Douglas from the 9 line. Hard to the inside he goes. Big bounce brought down by Cool Fitness. Douglas turns to save the rebote high to the front wall. It's a nice catch by Jedden. Cool Fitness again from the left side. Very nice. It's a hard throw by Douglas. Goes wall to wall. Rebote for Jedden. Miss ball midcourt. Point 2.
I don't know why the fuck I got.
Barba picks the serve. Put it outside. It's scored. Point 6. Here's post 7 in the pink shirts. Asier and Kubala. Kubala on the left side. There's the backhand. Taking on the forehand to Ben. Got away from Ben. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirts of post 8, Juice and Carballo. Carballo. Powerful backhand. Taken in the air by Kubala. Kubala on the forehand. Goes deep. Carballo on the backhand. Good catch by Kubala. He goes deep. Carballo for the rebote. Not quite an outside placement. Here's Carballo. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, 1 post. Bueno, Tennessee. Tennessee with a hard throw. Carballo read the rebote nicely. Rebote left side by Tennessee. Here's Carballo with a drop ball in the middle of the court. Point 1. Receiving post 3, the white shirts, Diaz and Anderluck. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 3. In this matchup, Diaz will serve to CRB and Vuelo in the green shirts of post 4. Vuelo on the catch. Powerful backhand. Forehand rebote by Anderluck. Good catch by Anderluck at the 8 line. He goes deep. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by CRB. Rebote's up. Wow. Touch the front wall. Here's CRB. Anderluck from the 9 line. Hard throw. Vuelo with a good catch. He holds onto it. Clips the side wall. Diaz is there. Diaz throwing that 2 wall. CRB is on it. Carambola scores from the forehand of CRB. Point 4. 4 serves. The black shirts of post 5. Cool Fitness and Jedden receive. Vuelo makes the catch behind the 12 line. What a catch in the corner by Cool Fitness. He held onto it, maintained control. Very nice by Cool Fitness. Vuelo from the forehand. Another great catch by Cool Fitness. Vuelo going up the wall, cannot make the catch. Point 5, 2 beautiful catches by Cool Fitness deep in the backcourt. Receiving, post 2, the blue shirts, Lamonte and Douglas. Douglas on the forehand. He goes right to the corner. Cool Fitness got to be careful back there. Douglas calls for it, makes the catch, fires it. Cool Fitness he held onto it again. Scoop attempt missed. Point 5. 5 has 4 points. Jedden in this next matchup is serving to the yellow shirts of post 6L, Barba and Ben. Robote falls just short, 0.6. 6 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 7, Asier Kubala.
Great job. Great job.
Underserve. 0.7. The 7 has 3 points. Receiving post 8, Juice and Carballo. Robote left side by Kubala was going to score 0.7. Possible game point 4. The pink shirts of post 7, Asier and Kubala trying to stop them post 1, Bueno in Tennessee. Strong forehand play by Tennessee. That was a beautiful rebote to the inside by Kubala. Kubala again on the forehand. Hard throw. Bueno takes it in the air. Rebote left side by Kubala. Nice placement to the inside. Here's Tennessee. Kubala from the forehand. Over the top. Bueno cuts it off. Hard backhand. Rebote forehand. Hooked by Bueno. That is point and game to the pink shirts of post 7, Asier and Kubala. 7 wins it, 2 serves to 5. This is for second and third place. We'll finish with the catch. There's a hard throw. Scoop missed. Rule tipped. First time round. Point and place to post 5. 2 shows. Unofficial order finish 7-5-2. Your prices will be posted in a moment. Results are official from Game 7. Coming in first, post 7, Asier Kubala. Taking second, post 5, Cool Fitness Jedden. Coming in third, post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. Canelo 5-7. That's first and second in any order, 5-7 or 7-5. We're seeing a big price because that is a particularly difficult combination. $130.40. A high 5, 72237. 3 of 5 numbers returning $17. Carryovers already up to 461.20. That's one performance carryover. Very nice. The trifecta 752. That's first, second, and third in any order. First, second, and third in order, rather. 752, 642, 60. 2 games left. Game 8's up next. Spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Mighty Ocho ends in Game 8. Post time for Game 8. 6 minutes away.
Final doubles game of the day, Stu. Update those double standings for everyone watching on the Jai-Alai Channel or over Watch and Wager. A couple different options to enjoy the Jai-Alai action. Still in first place, that team of Douglas and Lamonti. They have 17 wins, but they've been stuck on 17 there for a while now, Stu. Certainly the last 2 performances, they have been shut out in doubles play, which has given these other teams a possibility to catch up. Now Tennessee and Bueno in second place. They have 10 wins. And then a 2-way tie for third place now for that big win for the team of Asier and Kubala. Gives them 8. They are tied with Carballo and Juice. And then a couple teams, Ikeda and Fred with 5. Anderlecht and Diaz picked up a win. They've played in significantly less games. We've talked about that due to a couple of injuries. They have 4, so that second place is, really strong. You got 10, 8, and 8, 3 teams competing for that 1 second place spot. And a little different than the singles here. Doubles only pay out to 2 spots, so you need to finish in the top 2
You're
games.
saying that I sound mean?
No, not at all.
Sometimes I do.
Tennessee and Bueno, I'm sure the way they're playing, the way they're communicating, they probably want to stay together the whole year, so definitely not. Those guys aren't stuck with one another and playing particularly well. So pays out to 2 spots. Championship singles, we go out to 3 spots, and this first doubles tournament will end in just under a month. So need to pick it up if you're at the bottom of the pack. Got to do it in a hurry. 17 wins for Douglas and Lamonti. They just came out of the gates hot, but have started to show some signs that they are human, and Douglas is in fact human out there. But still holding a 7-length lead over first place in the doubles. Still pretty impressive.
Four minutes till we begin Game 8. Game 8 is now just 4 minutes away.
And going into Game 8, Stu, Douglas has been shut out in the doubles. Picked up a singles win late yesterday. But you got to expect that, when he has a day like this through those first couple of doubles games, we talk about it a lot, but always comes out of the gate strong in these singles performances. He's by himself. The speed at which he's throwing, the way he moves, everything completely different on a day where he's a little more shut out. So certainly one to look for there, and playing out of the 3-post, a more advantageous post position for him as opposed to some of the other times playing in those later posts.
If you were watching that practice and you saw Ikeda catch the ball behind his back, I'm never going to give credence to trick shots like that, catching the ball between your legs. Look, if you're catching everything you should be catching on the right and left side, then you move on to trick shots.
Yeah. Right.
Until you catch everything that you should catch on both the right and left side, don't try the trick shot.
Just stick with it.
No, Douglas went for one between his legs in the practice, and he got hit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, guy, real cool that you're going for these trick shots, but you wind up with this injury.
Yeah, and that's not cool. Being on the bench, staying away, not playing, no, that's the last thing we need, especially for
all
Douglas.
the players have value to me. Yes. I will say that. They all have value to me. They have value to the program. However, if they injure themselves doing something foolish, that value decreases just slightly.
Yes, absolutely.
Until they come back and do it really well again. 2 minutes ago till we begin game number 8.
And Kubala, the main factor for the win there for that doubles team. Been playing really well in singles and doubles. Him and Asier went on a big run last week, picked up 4 doubles wins, propelled them all the way up back into the consideration for the money there. Formerly played his college golf at FIU. So
FAU.
FA. Did I say FIU?
Yeah,
sorry, I said FIU.
In Florida, there's
the
so many
Florida,
Florida,
the A's, the I's, all the vowels. Yeah. FAU. Yes, up in a little further north.
All the vowels.
Yeah.
All the vowels. Florida is a school of vowels.
Atlantic International. Yeah. That would be fun. They had that little golf match with Tiger, Phil, Tom Brady, and Phil Mickelson. I know Tennessee also golfs, so you can have a Kubala, Tennessee, and then pair them with two guys that don't play golf. Maybe Tenard or Jedden, great personality. Get a couple of the good personalities out there. That'd be interesting.
We did go out to Top Golf. You were there,
That
weren't
was
you?
great time. Kubala
as
was
a team.
Oh my God, guy can really play the game.
Scott took the whole team out. That was very nice.
Very fun.
That was nice.
And I think a lot of similar skills too. I mean, with golf and the core and twisting through and finishing, a couple similar movements between highlight and golf theater, so translates pretty well for Kubala.
Former world champion Joey's a big golfer.
Yeah,
has been for years. Golfer and cigar enthusiast. We're ready to begin game number 8, a spectacular 7 singles match, play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving red shirt at post 1, Kubala. Receiving blue at post 2, Ron. There's the serve. Game 8 has begun. Ron goes to the corner. That's a good rebote save by Kubala. Here's Ron. Sends it back. Rebote left side by Kubala. Ron's in the middle of the court. Winds up. There's the 2-all. Kubala stopped it. Ball came cross Ron's body. Just missed. Point 1. Kubala first up on the board in our 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3. Here's Douglas. Excellent catch by Douglas. Back to the inside, Douglas goes. Kubala, great hustle to make that rebote. Douglas has it to the outside. Sends it back. Carambola lands in and scores. That's perfect placement. Point 3. Here's post 4 in the green shirt. This next matchup has Douglas serving to Carballo. Great catch by Carballo. He goes deep. Rebote comes out. Forehand rebote. Play to pass by Douglas. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Douglas makes the catch. Hard to the inside he goes. That's going to score. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Ben. Rebote by Douglas. Catch by Ben at the 10 line. There's the carom. That's out. Point 3. Here's post 6 in the yellow shirt. This matchup has Douglas serving to Ikeda. Douglas for the rebote. That ball's on the wall. Excellent catch by Ikeda. Rebote left side to the inside. Catch by Douglas. Hard throw to the inside. Ikeda's there. Douglas on the catch. Hard throw. Caught by Ikeda. Point 6. Pink shirt at post 7 receives. Here's Anderluck. Ikeda from the left side. Robote left side, swing and a miss, 0.6. Purple shirt at post 8 receives to complete the first round of play. Bueno. That's an excellent catch by Bueno. Pulled it off of the sidewall again. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Catch by Ikeda. Sidearm carom by Ikeda. Bueno chased it down but couldn't bring it in. 0.6. Here's post 2, Ron. Powerful backhand by Ron. Catch by Ikeda. Ron, forehand rebote, makes the save. Ikeda tried to take it on the hop instead of taking it in the air and missed it. 0.2. Point 2. Here's post 4. Carballo. Ron makes the catch. Carom by Ron. Carballo on the run. Catches it low.
Oh.
Returns a zigzag type of shot. Ron got there with a bad knee. Carballo off his footing. Ron, left side. Hard throw. Carballo's there. Nice backhand throw by Carballo. Forehand throw to pass by Ron. At the sidewall, there's a miss. That's a well-played point by Ron and Carballo. 0.2. Possible game point for post 2, Ron. Trying to stop him. Post 5, Ben. Excellent serve by Ron. Rebote fired, but too low, 0.5. Play continues. 5 has 2 points. Sorry, Ben has 2 points. Douglas has 3. Douglas receives. It's a hard throw by Douglas. Rebote comes out. Rebote 2-all by Ben. Good throw. Douglas lost it on the backswing. 0.5. Ben now has 4 points. He serves the returning 7 post in the pink shirt. This matchup brings Anderluck to the court. Rebote missed by Ben, midcourt, 0.7. Back and ready to receive, post 8, Bueno. Rebote by Anderluck shows good control, getting it to the front wall rather. 0.8. Bueno now serves the returning 6 post. Here's Ikeda. Scoop attempt missed by Bueno, 0.6. Possible game point for Ikeda. Here's Kubala. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Catch by Kubala. Nice catch at the sidewall by Ikeda. Here's Kubala. Tay left side. Ikeda takes it in the air. Hard throw. Gonna score for the win. Point in game to the yellow shirt of post 6. The shouting, screaming, crying. I don't know what you just did. Post 6, Ikeda. No playoff here. 2 places, 5 shows. 6-2-5. Unofficial order of finish for game 8. Results are official from Game 8. Coming in first, post 6, Ikeda. Taking second, post 2, Ron. Coming in third, post 5, Ben. 6-2-5. The official order of finish for game number 8. We'll have your prices up in just a moment. Yeah, no, the frustration there was over Ikeda taking it on the bounce and not on the... No, if you're moving forward and the ball's that close to you, you take one more step and you catch the ball in the air. He came back and won, though. Good for him.
Good. Yeah, absolutely.
Game 8, Quinella. First and second in any order. That's 2-6 or 6-2, $38. The trifecta, 6-2-5, $295 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 9th and final game. A spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played 2. 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Superfecta wagering available in Game 9. That returns cash on 1st through 4th place. Post time for Game 9, 6 minutes away.
And this 9th game is the Superfecta 9-point singles match featuring spectacular 9 scoring. It's going to be a little bit different than what we've been seeing with Spectacular 7. And here's a little video clearing up those subtle differences between the two. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And that was an explanation on Spectacular 9 scoring, which will be the feature scoring format for Game 9, all of our Game 9s here at Magic City to close it out for you on this Saturday afternoon. On the Golden Cesta, the leader in nice little fun award we have here, not any monetary to compete for pride. All these guys super competition can certainly drive them to perform better. So in the lead this week, Bueno with 4 wins. Nice day for him. The Magic City Bounce almost takes out Ikeda, but he's good. Bueno with 4 wins. On the week, he is leading the pack. Tied for second. There's a couple guys there at 3. You have Douglas with 3 wins. You have Cool Fitness with 3 wins. Big week for him. We talked about that a little earlier. Tennessee with 3 wins, and I missed another one. Ikeda. Wow, a big crew there with 3 wins. So Tennessee has played 20 games this week. Guy like Bueno, he's played 19 games this week. So with the amount of games they play, Bueno looks like he may be in the driver's seat for the Golden Cesta this week. And he already won. I believe that was back in week number 3 when he picked up 6 victories. So Bueno looking to join Ikeda as maybe the only 2-time Golden Cesta award winner. And that will conclude tomorrow after the final singles game of the day, game number 9. So stay tuned for that.
That's right. The winner of the Golden Cesta gets a solid gold cesta.
Solid gold.
Solid gold. I believe it's in Scott's office now on his desk.
And I heard we got a good idea for the doubles award. Maybe the golden pelota. Or maybe we have to get a new... I like the pelota.
A solid gold pelota.
We could do that. It's probably a little more cost effective. I think the cestas...
Can you throw the solid gold pelota from the solid gold cesta?
Be a magical game. That'd be fun.
Would be an expensive game too.
Very expensive, yeah, for sure. But yeah, the doubles we've been
full size cesta. Today's gold prices. Are you kidding? I think that's the message I just got from Scott.
And the golden pelota we're talking about. We're trying to find a name for the person that wins, the team that wins the most doubles game every week. We may have to get a new color just because you don't want to confuse people with golden. You know, when you think golden, you think golden cesta, so you go right to singles. So maybe. Got to think of another color, but it's got to be like the emerald or sapphire. It's got to be like one of those like gems, you know. It's got to be a powerful.
What about platinum?
Just the platinum pelota.
Not a gem.
Alliteration. Yeah, we're big into that.
Platinum pelota. Platinum pelota. Wow. 2 minutes to go until the last game.
Yeah, throw in any
thankfully.
of your
Yes,
gems, and
thankfully.
yeah, we can get a name for that. But and updating overall singles as well. We talked about that. We got some of the top guys here, and that singles will go all the way through the end of the season. So every win you get will go towards that championship singles race, and that season's going through pretty much December 1st. So we've got a long way to go here at Magic City.
Andrew, if you look at your phone, you will see that our producer, the lovely Lindsay, made the best suggestion of all.
Yeah.
Hands down, bar none. Sterling pelota.
Sterling.
As
I like
the Pharaohs
that.
used to say, so let it be said, so let it be written, or in 21st century, so let it be texted, so let it be written.
It's a very proper name. I like that. Yeah, more official than. And it's something different. You know, you've got to get the golden sterling.
Actually, again, we don't respond directly, but this one, Diamond Duo, that's impressive.
The Diamond Duo.
That's impressive.
That's
impressive.
Wow. We got some smart fans out.
No question about that.
We've got
Highlight fans
great ideas.
consistently are some of the most passionate and brightest fans around. That there's no question about. I've been hearing their complaints now for years. We're ready to begin game number 9, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played at 9. That's 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Bueno. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Jedden. Bueno serves. Our last game is underway. Catch by, almost a catch by Bueno. Point 2. Receiving the white shirt at post 3, Kubala. Point 3. Green shirts of post 4. Ron receives. Ron on the backhand, hard to the inside. Kubala hustles out to make that save. Catch by Ron. Ron goes deep. Nice rebote save by Kubala. There's a good catch by Ron. Hard backhand. Point 4. Receiving, post 5 in the black shirt. Here's Anderluck. Great catch by Anderluck off a real good serve by Ron. Forehand rebote. Caught in the air by Anderluck. He goes deep. Rebote coming out. Ron. Forehand rebote. Just got it up to the front wall. Anderluck tipped it. Point 4. Our next matchup has Ron serving to the yellow shirt at post 6. Carballo. Carballo runs up, takes that catch overhead. Ball tipped by Ron. Point 6. Here's post 7 in the pink shirt. Douglas. Nice backhand throw by Douglas. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Douglas goes hard to the inside. Carballo's there, makes a good scoop. Had to keep that on the left side. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. The purple shirt at post 8. This last matchup of the first round has Douglas serving to Ikeda. Strong forehand rebote thrown by Douglas. Rebote by Ikeda. Douglas shifted from a scoop to a rebote nicely on that point. Great catch by Douglas. There's a hard throw on the backhand. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Douglas. Douglas goes deep. That touched the overhead screen. Point 8. Well played by Douglas and Ikeda. That completes the first round of play. Now all matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return. Bueno. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Catch by Bueno. Swing and a miss. Midcourt, point 1. On the court, ready to receive in the blue of post 2, Jedden. Catch by Jedden. Here's the backhand. Catch by Bueno. That was in and out of the cesta. Point 2. Jedden has 3 points and serves to the 3 post in the white shirt. Taking the court, we have Kubala. Point 8. Sorry, that's your number. Point 2. There's the rebote. Catch by Anderluck. Jedden on the forehand. Anderluck with a tip ball mid-court. Point 2. Jedden has 7 points. That gives him a possible game point. On the court trying to stop him is post 4, Ron. Forehand rebote by Jedden. Ron's there. Nice catch. Ball tipped. Point 4. Play in our 9th game is going to continue. 4 has 4 points. Receiving, post 6. Carballo. It's a hard serve by Ron. Carballo's there. Carballo makes the rebote. Scoop by Ron. There's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. Caught on the forehand of Ron. Ron with the carambola that scores. Excellent placement from the forehand of Ron, scoring point 4. This matchup has Ron serving 2. Post 7, Douglas. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on a serve. That past the 7. This point goes to post 7. Douglas with 3 points in this matchup serves to post 8, Ikeda. Forehand rebote fired by Douglas. Douglas left side 2-all. Gonna score. Point 7. Douglas is hobbling but has 5 points. Receiving, post 1, Bueno. Strong forehand rebote by Douglas. Forehand rebote by Bueno. Here's Douglas from the 7 line. Hard and low to the inside. Bueno's there. Catch by Douglas. Lifts the reverse. Passes Bueno. Forehand rebote by Bueno. Bueno off the wall, makes the catch. Douglas from the forehand. 2-wall rebote goes to the pad, point 7. Possible game point here for the pink shirt of post 7, Douglas. Trying to stop him, post 3, Kubala. Kubala on the backhand. Here's Douglas from the 9 line. Over the top. Rebote thrown nicely by Kubala. The scoop attempt just missed. Point 3. This game is going to continue. Kubala on the board with 3 points, serving to post 5, Anderluck. Rebote left side, high to the front wall. Anderluck's got it midcourt. Low and hard, and scoring, point 5. Anderluck has 2 points, returning with possible game point. Jedden in the blue of post 2. It's a beautiful serve by Anderluck. Ball goes off Anderluck Cesta. That's point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, Jedin. No playoff here. 7 places, 4 shows. 3 takes the quad. Unofficial order finish 2-7, 4-3. Results from Game 9 are official. Coming in first, Post 2, Jedin taking second. Post 7, Douglas coming in third. Post 4, Ron taking the quad. Post 3, Kubala. 2-7, 4-3 is the official order of finish for game number 9. There are your prices. The Superfecta. Actually, let's start with the Quinella. Quinella 2-7. That's first and second in any order. 2-7 or 7-2. 28-20. The Trifecta 2-7-4. 491.80. Consolation in the win pool. No one had 2 to win. So 7 to win pays $4. And there's the Super 2-7-4-3. 171.15. So, brief conversation reveals that Douglas has pain in the hamstring.
Yeah.
It's funny. Roommate had the problem yesterday. Cato came out of it.
Right.
Of course, he had pain in the hamstring and hobbled through 2 points that he was able to win. One of those 2 walls.
Unbelievable.
I couldn't throw with 2 good legs. So
Yeah.
that's one of the benefits of being 20 and having skill at highlight.
Right.
So he has the same effect that Kata does, so ice anti-inflammatories rest tonight, and we'll see how he plays tomorrow. See if he's able to play tomorrow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Saturday afternoon performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Highlight Channel. We're glad you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll play 9 more games at 12 noon. We sure hope you enjoyed today's highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight Channel. And let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the comments section. As we found out today, there's a few special people that are watching this signal.
In there, yeah.
Yes.
The fact that the alliteration too, that really shows.
So you're saying that our alliteration brings past highlight champions into watching this version
No,
of
I'm saying
Highlight.
it's really good for who was the fan? Michael L. was the name that we saw. I mean, the fact that he knows that we've been big into the alliteration.
Oh, that alliteration.
We talk it up and we say the diamond duo. He was able to put not only the gem with the diamond, but also give us the alliteration in duo too. Honestly, spectacular.
No, that was absolutely terrific. No, it's the smartest audience in professional sports.
No doubt.
Yes, I am saying that. Anywhere. Golf, nothing. Football, nothing. Baseball, so-so. Because Scott watches baseball, so I have to say.
We got to give it a little.
I can't say. Yeah. But Highlight, geniuses, one and all, the people who watch Highlight.
Absolutely.
Especially who watch Highlight on YouTube.
Consistently, yes.
On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope that you'll join us again tomorrow at 12 noon. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.